Hey guys, and welcome to Miss Davis Virtual Class of Excellence. This is for Monday the 13th. I'm going to jump right on into it. If you are in Standard and Honors, you're doing separate things today, so you might have to pause and fast forward this video based on what you're doing. Just a friendly reminder that there will be USA test prep this week. It's not one large assignment that you do over a course of a week for home learning. They're small assignments that you do daily. I just want to clarify that right out the gate. Academics honesty, just don't do it. Thanks. Okay. Standard, this is where I'm going to jump to you. Honors, fast forward to when you see this screen. Cool. All right, standard, stay with me. Okay. Standard, you are going to work on and turn in one a cycle. Don't make me regret doing this because I'm not doing it for honors. That's the only thing to do today is one a cycle. But with that being said, I'm not taking it after today unless you have accommodations. So if you're somebody who has accommodations, you know your due date, and that's still true for you. I'm just not taking it after that date. But if you do not have accommodations, it's due today, no exceptions. I'm not taking it tomorrow. I'm not taking it Wednesday. The assignment closed. I'm done. Because it will take me way too long to grade if you're turning stuff in, trickling along the weekend, when I've given you 5 days. I've given you 2 in class days and 2, well, Thursday was a class day, and Monday, that's 2 days. And then you had Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to complete it. Yeah, so this is it. If you have not done this assignment, it's due today. If you've already done it, gold star to you! Yay! You can start on the Envision that's due tomorrow, or you can work in other classes. Totally your choice. But there is an Envision tomorrow, and if you don't want to be overloaded looking at other classes, you can work on this Envision. Okay, this is the rest of the week. I'll get into it later in the week, but for now, standard. What a cycle assignment. I want it. I want to see it. Turn it in. I'm not taking it after today. If you've already finished it, you can work on Envision. Let's do it tomorrow. Just you can start it. You can just do one little thing and just leave the rest for tomorrow. Totally up to you. All right. If you are going to do the Envision, I'm going to run through it quickly in this video so you can fast forward if you need to. All right. Honors. You have 2 things due today. Oh my God, what 2 things? Yeah, you do. 2 things. Here we go. The What a Cycle assignment was assigned to you Thursday. So it was assigned Thursday as your assignment to do that day. You could work on it, and if you needed more time, you had the weekend. So imagine we're in a normal class day. You come to school, you come into my class. You would be putting the What a Cycle assignment into the folder, sitting down in class, and Envision would be your classroom assignment. Okay? I'm not assigning you double work in a day. No, honey. I gave it to you Thursday. You had 4, that's Thursday. Friday we had no school and you could have worked on it because you had nothing else to do in other classes. I mean, maybe 1 or 2 assignments, but yeah. And then you had Saturday and Sunday. You can't go anywhere. You can't visit family. You can't really celebrate Easter or any other holidays. Passover was Thursday. You can't really celebrate holidays and go anywhere. So what's your excuse? Eek. So it's due today, just like if you were turning it in, it should be done. Done. And then Envision is what's due today. There's 3 things to do in Envision. Again, the What a Cycle assignment, I'm not taking after today unless you have accommodations. That's it. It's due today. There's no late period. No. All right. I'm going to jump into the Envision. I'm going to go through it quickly because I've done this video twice, and we're going to run through it quickly. Okay, so this is your lesson for today. It's Hydrosphere Part 3. You can see it starts today. Students with accommodations. Here's your instructions. Final day of turn is Friday with 20% deduction for being late. Yeah. I will say this for honors, especially there was an assignment last week that I don't know. I mean, I do know you guys really struggled with. A lot of it's because you just try to rush through it. And you didn't take the time to read. You just try to finish it quickly. You're going to keep failing. So this is the last time I'm going to put a Envision assignment as practice because a lot of people struggle with it. And some of it was you just struggle with it, and half of you, it was because you rushed through it. So this is your one chance for those of you who rushed through it and failed to get it together. And those of you who struggle with it, hey, I get it, and this stuff will help you, and the use prep today or this week will also help you. All right, so let's jump into this. Floridian aquifer system. Okay, so you guys learned about aquifers in other lessons. So you can see they're talking about Jayville right here. Aquifers are really important because that's where we get a lot of our fresh water. I mean, there's so much water stored underground, not just in lakes and in rivers. Because trust me, most of us don't want to drink out of the St. Johns River. Well, let's be honest. Some of our water does come from there, but majority of our water, like Zephyr Hills, is coming from the natural Florida aquifer. That aquifer fills our springs. The aquifer gives us fresh water because it's cleaned through the ground, just natural filtration. Okay. So aquifers are important. So you're going to read this. Pause, read. When you're ready, go to the next thing. All right, you're going to do some math. Math! Bro, it tells you exactly how to do it. You'll be fine. I'm not going to help you with this. The formula is right here. Okay, bye. Pause, do the math, move forward. All right, formation of Florida. How could an enormous aquifer that supplies water to so many people be so close to undrinkable salt water? Great question. We're on a peninsula, but we have fresh water. That's nuts. Thanks to limestone carbonate rocks. Okay, so if you're ever like in the shower or noticing sinks just sinks in general, or if you open up your dishwasher, that's a big one. If you open up your dishwasher, you're going to see like this chalk around your sinks in your shower. That chalk isn't chalk. It's limescale. It's limestone. Okay, it's telling you that it's been cleaned. That's one way to put it. It's gone through the aquifer system, and the limestone builds up and carries the water. It doesn't hurt you. It's fine to drink. It just builds up over time as you're using water. And if you have a water softener, you won't see limestone. So if you don't see like a crusty chalk around, that's probably because your parents have a water softener at your house, which is awesome. And that stops that from getting in. These carbonates allow rainwater to be absorbed and then collected underground between layers of non-limestone rocks. Check out this animation for in-depth look at the formation of Florida and the Floridian aquifer. Kind of a big deal, guys. This is how you have agua. Watch this mini video, pause my video, and come back. All right, did you watch the video? If you didn't watch the video, pause me, watch this one. Okay, cool, bye. All right, so after watching that video, I was going to ask you a couple questions. If you say fish deposits, I'm out, bro. Like, you deserve to fail. It's not fish deposits. I hope not. I didn't watch the video, so I hope it's not fish deposits, but I'm pretty confident it's not fish deposits. All right, deep and shallow. Florida has wells all over the state that reach to the aquifer. What will happen to some of the shallow wells if it does not rain for a long time? So I'm actually going to stop here. I'm not going to go through this with you because I'm worried that I'll give you answers and then you'll go back and change those answers. So I'm not going to help you with this because it's kind of self-explanatory. I think you guys can handle it. But as you click through, it's going to build on, each question is going to build on itself. Okay. All right. Quest, check-in, interactivity. This is pretty cool. So this is an impact on the hydrosphere. How can human impacts affect our hydrosphere? Turbidity. So I really am glad that they brought up turbidity because this is something we were going to cover in the lab that we were going to be doing. When we came back from break, I was going to have a lab for you guys. And unfortunately, we're probably not going to be able to do that this year, even if we do go back because it's a 3-week lab. I'm not sure if we're going to have time to do that. So turbidity is really important. So Jacksonville, the St. Johns River is very turbid. It's very turbid water. What that means is you can't see through it. Okay, so for example, when you think of a beautiful blue beach where you can see the dolphins jumping out of it, it's beautiful and clear and you can see the bottom, that has low turbidity, meaning it's clear. If it's turbid or has high turbidity, it's dark, murky, cloudy, and so this water is very turbid. It's brown. Doesn't mean it's dirty. It's just it has dyes in it from sediments, or in our case with St. Johns River, it's being dyed by oak leaves. It's basically, St. Johns River is a giant T of oak leaves. Doesn't mean it's dirty. I mean, it is, but turbidity doesn't mean it's necessarily dirty. It's just dark. It has sediments and everything's inside in it, which means it's high in minerals. It's totally fine. So turbidity can mean that. In our experiment that we're going to do, turbidity was based on how many particles of algae was growing in it. So that's another, if this was green, the turbidity would be based on not minerals, it'd be based on living biosphere through algae growth that would be causing it to be super turbid. Okay, so predict one way this could cause problems for the parts of the biosphere that interact with the hydrosphere, such as fish and aquatic plants. Okay, think about it. If it is low turbidity, meaning it's clear, what's life going to look like? If it's dark and it has high turbidity, what is life going to look like? How is that going to impact species? Okay, so think about what you would see here versus in beautiful crystal clear water in Key West. Great. Okay, so this is giving you, I won't say giving you the answer, but it's helping you with the next couple of slides where you actually have to do mastery stuff. So make sure you've read through this and understand what it's saying. Okay, so the effects of particulate matter. Reduce sunlight entering the stream. Okay, so there's less light going in the stream. We have increased sediment. So there's a river connected and it's pushing sediment through. It could be increased for a lot of reasons. It could be increased because people are dumping waste in there. It could be increased because there was a drought. So the sediment had a chance to get loose and dry out. And then when it rained again, it rushed all that back in. Maybe there was a hurricane or natural disaster that caused more sediment to fall in. Okay, soot's blanketing the riverbed. Soot blanketing. So when you think soot, you think fire. So that could be increased sediment as well. So that settles on the bottom. So then that causes increased visibility and gill clogging. Okay, so reduced sunlight entering the stream. And it's reduced because you've got increased sediments. Okay, so it's getting darker and more turbid, which is causing soot blanketing at the bottom of the riverbed. It's reduced visibility and causing gills in animals. So that is impacting a lot. Okay, so now it's asking you a couple questions. I'll let you do them. Okay, and then it's having you decide what's a long-term or short-term effect. Pretty straightforward. Oh, my kid's upset. Hold on. All right, sorry about that, guys. I'm back. I'm not sure exactly where I left off. It's been a couple minutes, but it's going to ask you to look on the impact. So what are long-term changes to the biosphere, if such as forest regrowth and effect on the hydrosphere, and then long-term consequences. Which long-term consequences will it take the most time to recover from? So again, if you keep going backwards, I mean, what do you think is going to take the longest or shortest amount of time? Just kind of go back and use this to help you if you're stuck. It's pretty straightforward, but if you skip these and you don't put an amp, this is why some students are failing these, is because you're just like, yeah, whatever, submit and I'm gonna get 100. No, you have to put in actual answers. You have to type in answers, and if it doesn't say an answer, you're gonna get a 0. Okay, so this one, use the graphic organizer to describe different ways the local residents might be impacted by the changes in the hydrosphere. Consider the different ways the rivers and lakes are used and how an increase in matter might impact the use. Okay, so think of it as you're somebody here in Jacksonville. Okay, what's your watershed? The impact of a fire on the hydrosphere could also impact what? So think about a couple years ago, there was that huge Georgia wildfire, and we had soot that came over Jacksonville, all the way from Georgia. Actually, I think like the last week of school, there was a fire in, was it Middleburg or Yulee, a controlled burn, and the entire parking lot was like, smelled like a campfire. It's right before break, spring break. Think about that. How does it impact the hydrosphere? Long term. And if you're stuck, again, I mean, something you can Google. It's also something you can kind of use the text to help you with. And the last thing you guys are going to do is the quiz. All right. Sorry if this seemed like it jumped around a little bit. Rosalie's having a rough night. So you have your quiz. You're going to run through your quiz really quick. Not quick, but run through your quiz. There's 6 questions. If I had to break down how much everything is worth, I would say this is 20%, this is 40, and this is 40. Nah, 20, 30, 50, I'd say. 20, 30, 50. Yeah, that's about right. So don't skip anything. Definitely put in answers. Okay. 1 second, guys. Let me bounce back around. Okay, so I wanted to bounce back to the general page too. Oh, I said a spelling error. So don't forget that you can come to class notebook on the general page. Go up to class notebook, and there's a checklist so you can see what's upcoming and what's going on. You can see where I have it broken down from standard and honors, kind of where you're differentiated a little bit. And then how to access Clever if you need it. This is week 1 stuff, but just in case you guys need it, I just want to remind you. Also under files, if you go to Envision eText downloads, wow, here's all the pages for the Hydrosphere lesson that you did last week if you need it. This is an additional resource for you. I also will have under files class materials. Easier way to find the class materials is the PowerPoint is in the class notebook. And then there's assignments. Now, if you're on a phone, you have limited access to what it's going to show you. So I just wanted to clarify this. I mean, it is week 5. You guys should all be very familiar with how to use Teams, but I'm still seeing students that don't understand how to fundamentally use Teams. If you're using it on certain devices, it gets a little squirrely, but then there's office hours. This is where I'll post updates and things like that. Like my office hours for this week are a little wonky. I got some stuff going on. So I have some weird hours. I no longer have it. So I don't have, because of the stay-at-home order, I don't have daycare during the day anymore, so I've got to rotate around multiple schedules. So just because these are my office hours doesn't mean you cannot message me. It just means this is the designated time I'm going to be at my computer. And even if it says do not disturb, it's just so I don't get notifications if I'm doing videos and things like that. Or, I'm at my computer at these times. 12 to 4 tomorrow, I'm going to be at my computer, and I'll be able to respond to you. If I'm not at my computer, I have my phone right on me, and I'm actively looking for your messages. After that point, if I have a free moment to check it, I will. Otherwise, especially after 4, just like a normal school day, that's it for the day, 4 o'clock. But before 4, if you're somebody who gets here in the morning, 12 is a while, but I'll be doing attendance between 9 and 10. Unless it's something that pops up and I see it's like a serious situation, like, oh my God, I'm not seeing this, I'm not going to respond until 12 because I have to do attendance and meetings and things in the morning. So I just want to clarify that with you guys. So please don't hesitate if it says do not disturb for me. You can still message me. I mean, it's fine. But after 4 p.m., it's not going to be answered till the next day. I would say even though it says 3, I might have my phone on me or whatever, but 4 o'clock definitely is going to be the next day you're going to hear from me. So if you're somebody who has to work at night, doesn't have a computer till night, I mean, you all have phones. Most of you guys have phones. You can at least look at what your assignments are and plot your day out, so you can look at the assignment and ask me questions during office hours if you use your phone. If you don't have a phone, again, that's a struggle bus. Or just in the morning as you're having breakfast, just say, hey, can I, before my parents work, or while I get a chance, can I just look so I can see if I can reach out to my teachers? You just have to be proactive, and you're kind of do that on your own. That's my advice as we're going into week 5 of remote learning. You can still message me, and these are true tools to stay organized. All right, guys. Well, I'm out. I'm excited to share some pictures from Rosalie's birthday. She had a great day. And you're welcome to, you're going to see that post down here. You're welcome to also share pictures of your weekend. How did you guys enjoy quarantine and the holiday while stuck at home this weekend? So I'm looking forward to seeing that. I miss you guys. I hope you guys are doing well. And good luck today. Make sure you're working on what you got to do. Okay, bye.